allow the children. It's okay. It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. She off your mind. Like me.
Chai! Now wow, people wey supposed talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. He go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo.
Hello there.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀, làmọ̀ tó dodo. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀, làmọ̀ tó dodo.
Good morning to you. Good afternoon to you. And good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. This is Maiyegun live. Thank you so much for joining me from wherever you are tuning in from this afternoon. It is meant to be a brunch time with Maiyegun, but rather it is going to be a special, session on Maiyegun where I have extra people in the studio, and some of them you get to see them today. Read the caption of the broadcast, the description of this broadcast, like it, share it, invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends. Tell all of them that Maiyegun today. Again, read beyond the caption of this broadcast. Yes, please. Read the description as well. Share it. Invite your friends. Invite your not so friendly friends. Invite the Agbadorians. We've been talking about them almost all day. Yes, the bat idiots. The bat starts. The Lagos Sabobakus, the Oshogbo Alimajiris, wherever you know them, wherever you can find them. It is noon time. Maiyegun is back. Me in the studio today, I have here Prince Adewale Nebude, and that is our own famous African Wahala. My left, by and then behind me is our man, Lababs. This is for the Templars on the Temple of Truth on Maiyegun's Diary Political YouTube. I'm going to be having a chat with a lot of them. And those of you who need to know here is our own Yomi. Am I still blocking you? No, I am. That's Yomi Totu with me tonight. This afternoon as well. At today. So good morning to you once again. Good afternoon to you. And good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. I miss you too. Thank you. If you can hear me loud and clear, please let us know. And to my other friends in the studio, you will get to hear from them as well. But this is what we're going to do. I know we have a lot of catch-up to do to start with. But usually when we have all our catch-up and all that, it's always Maiyegun that we have to have his own views on to that, right? Now, give me a sec. Good. So now I have other people who will be reviewing with me. Remember that we had our Yoruba Union Summit just this past weekend. And we had a lot of people from all over the place. Again, see, here is the African Wahala. And next to him, which is from Canada, here is Yomi Totu, who joined us all the way from Texas. And to in the middle is our own man, is the leader of the Yoruba Union, UK and Ireland as we speak. That is Lay Babs. And to the far right, you have him there, Safemi Morgan. Olowo, if you know him in the temple, right here on Facebook or YouTube. These are the people who are going to be having a chat. I will be having a chat with, based on what happened in Nigeria, across Nigeria, in the last 4 days since we've been away. So, thank you so much for joining me. Now, we'll start with that of what happened in Abuja yesterday. Okay? In fact, should we go maybe 2 days back? Let's go 2 days back. When the man who happened to be the supposed director of National Intelligence Agency, the agency responsible for kidnapping Nigerians who ever run foul of the people in government, sort of comfort. So they get to have you either Umaru Diko you or Nnamdi Kanu you, or better still, right? Hunt you down like you are a criminal that you are not. In that contraption, they work secretly. They are like the SSS or the DSS. The famous, infamous Daura Secret Service or Dokwe Stupid Service now, rebranded. So this NIA guy surprisingly just threw in the towel. But 3 days ago, Alkali or so, I don't really like to mention their name, useless, inhumane criminals, you say, he has been a controversial person, even his emergence as the NIA Director in Nigeria, under Bokohari, so controversial. I am going to actually share that with, my guest in the studio today. But let's first go here why he quitted or why he quit. That was 4 days ago, by the way. So Alkali or whatever, right? He tendered his resignation to thiefnubu, and the resignation letter was accepted, even though thiefnubu was practically not even there. But Alkali guy,
It's a routine things from time to time to brief Mr. President on situations, on issues, and today is no exception. After the briefing, actually, I tendered my resignation, and Mr. President graciously approved and accepted the resignation. I thanked him for giving me the opportunity to serve Nigeria under his transformational leadership for an extended period of 15 months, which is very rare by the way, to have the opportunity to serve two presidents at a stretch, at a go. So I thanked him very well, and I promised to remain professionally dedicated to our country and to noble causes.
All right, so in this setting of Nigeria, it's rare to witness something like this for someone of your caliber to tender resignation. Nigerians will be curious to know why you're doing this.
There are quite a number of reasons one will do that. Some personal, family issues, but nothing very serious actually. And the friendship will continue. I discussed with Mr. President. He understood very well, and I promised to remain seized with issues and the security situations of the country.
So what was the reaction of Mr. President?
I think it's not for me to say this, actually. Probably I'll be preaching a protocol, but maybe the NSA and or Mr. President himself will say it. But what I can tell you is that I'm very, very grateful for the opportunity that the President gave me actually to serve the country and his leadership, the encouragement I got, the confidence he had in me and in my service, the opportunity to listen to me, to read our briefing notes and our advices and so on. I think this for me is everything, and I've had the opportunity to mentor officers and staff for all the period that I've been DG. This is the 7th year, by the way, and the opportunity to mentor younger officers to come up, and now we have a lot of many officers who can do this job and do it excellently, very well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Ashe. Now, I want to give you a bit of a background, okay, to this man, Kali or whatever it's called. Now, do you remember the money found at that Ikoyi flat? Sometimes in 2019, and then they said it was a stolen money and that they didn't know who got the money and all of that stuff. Well, here is what happened. We later found that that building in Ikoyi, that the EFCC surprisingly discovered over $43 million cash inside, was never a corrupt stash house or whatever. It's actually an NIA safe house. You see, people, these are the people who do the dirty job. If they want to get somebody, if they want to make you go missing, right? Even if you are living under the ground and the establishment wants you, do you get that now? So they will use these guys with all of the resources at their disposal. Even if they have to these are the type of guys, right? That set up, that set up people to the point that they can have you marry someone, just to kind of nail them finally to whatever it is they want to do. So they set up families, they can even set up fake businesses just to capture something, right? In all of this, right? None of them is for the interest of Nigeria. So that time when they found that money, and we're all screaming, hey, 43 million Ikoyi flats. So what then happened was, it was the time of Maguluta Crook. And Maguluta Crook, as EFCC chair then, who was given the tip, it was given the tip by Tunde Sabiu, personal secretary to thiefnubu, to Bokohari at the time. Meanwhile, all this was just to get rid of okay. The media already, now. So, Bokohari was fighting corruption. So, yeah, it is probably one of the stolen money. A lot of you are asking about that money. What happened to that Ikoyi flat money? It was their NIA money, National Intelligence Agency, they said. And it was all put together to remove that okay guy for this guy to become the NIA Director, DG. Now, what happened is, Maguluta Crook that they gave the tip to, right? In the course of moving the money from Ikoyi to their office in Lagos, then from their office in Lagos to their office in Abuja, inventory, $10 million got missing. Money they recover. This is like EFCC guys stealing NIA money by just tagging it corruption money. So they did. And that was why you haven't heard much. So what then followed was, if you remember, okay went to court and they said he did nothing wrong. He should be returned as a DG NIA. But they can't do it. They just wanted to get rid of him to bring in this guy. And for the past 4 years, that Oke has been trying to kind of implement that law because their own appointment is not just any other appointment, you get? It is backed by the National Assembly stuff, sure you get? So they can't just remove somebody except you have a grave, crime committed. That's why they staged that. So this guy woke up 2 days ago or so and then said, you know what? That's me. I'm done. Because there are other people who can do the job. So in that area, Africa Wahala, this is where some people believe that naturally, probably since the impunity of thiefnubu is a two-way thing. They say maybe the impunity of thiefnubu of trying to Yorubanize like Bokohari did, Fulanize his own thing to make it more like my own people thing, right? They say maybe because of the, the tribalism, Yorubanization of it. No, sorry, I don't even think we should be using Yoruba. We should be using Lagos rising of Nigeria. You know what I mean? So they said that maybe thiefnubu want to implement that court order and bring his own man in. Others are saying, no, if you be like, say, the North, they are just want to make sure that right now they need to quickly regroup, that they are not, if they have every excuse, you will begin to see them leave thiefnubu's government, right? Now, you've heard about this NIA stuff. What do you think?
In my opinion, I'm going with the second.
They can hear you too, so that because this is the first time we are trying that. Yeah.
Hopefully, you can hear me on the microphone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with the second option. I think it's a northern grouping thing. A lot of them are upset with the government, and this is just an opinion. I strongly believe that they are coming together in unity to go against the current administration. That's it. But is it to my benefit? No. Is it to anybody's benefit? No. It's only to their benefit. We, the regular people, will continue to be victims of the entire situation.
And then, you want to, or let me go to Salila. Let's hear from.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Loud.
Anyway, like Africa Wahala I just mentioned, I will say categorically here that all the Northerners, they don't want to have anything to do with this Kolu government. That's number one. And secondly, Kolu don't believe or rely on anybody that come from this northern area, northern part of Nigeria. And having said that, we notice that Kolu is trying to put his henchmen everywhere. He knows that he can easily get hold of what is happening in that particular area, especially where there is money. Anything that has to do with money, anything that has to do with corruption, and anything that has to do with, oh yeah, we are in charge. That is what I feel. That's my own thought. That's what I feel is the reason behind trying to elbow the guy off the scene. Yeah, that's my feeling.
Totu, you want to add anything? Okay.
Yeah,
Totu, please.
Yeah, what I would say to what is going on is like just like Africa Wahala said, it's like the Northerners doesn't want anything to do with Tinubu as well anymore. You understand? And at the same time, the same logic that he used in Lagos by taking over Lagos, I think that's the same pattern he's trying to do now. He's just trying to repeat the same way in other level. You understand? In the high level, like the bigger level. You understand? So that's what I suspect. But the Northerners been going out, even if the guy is truly stepping aside, that's mean there's something cooking from the northern side. Maybe they're trying to plan up something bigger, you understand, against him. Because I think, what's this guy, El Rufai? Yeah, you could see from what is going on now in the north is like they're planning something. There might be some caucus meeting going on that within themselves. I think something's gonna come up.
So it's pretty much like, so we can say a lot of the Northerners, it could be a two-way thing. I'm coming over. So it could be a two-way thing. that the Northerners who we believe generally are already complaining of being hedged out, shortchanged.
Yep.
So if I follow your logic, right? Your logic is that it might sound too early, but it's not. It doesn't seem so because we're already seeing them grouping, meeting, and all of that stuff. So this could be them like calling back each of the
Okay. This is what's gonna. This is what I thought. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like they're already planning it. You understand? They're already making like it earlier the better. They're not waiting for the last time. Every day is going to be like early. They don't care it's going to be too early. You understand? It's something they have to like make it solid. Because they know how far Tinubu could go by himself. You understand that he could like stronghold on many Northerners too. But before he get to that stronghold, they have to quickly hold the step.
Olo?
Government that doesn't respect court order, are they trying to go back
And start respecting
court order for something which we don't know?
Like it's so strange that if that would be the case, okay.
Secondly, are they using something on that guy that they found on him?
That before he makes it to the public,
That is
he quickly edge out.
You know what? We have this and there's a court order. So which one do you want to do? You want to resign and leave, or
You want to be sacked?
bring this out to Nigerians?
Wow. I never thought that. I thought it that way anyway. Okay.
Third one, like everybody else, the Northern, they are trying to regroup for 2027 because they believe that it's going to be 4 years, and after that, they are trying to come. And with this extinction of Northerners from top positions, so they believe.
But they are still the ones controlling defense now. Because if you look at the Minister of Defense, Badaru from Jigawa, Minister of State for Defense, Matawale from Zamfara. Yet, and then you see the NSA, Ribadu, National Security Advisor. It's like they don't like sharing it. So 1 year is too. But they have it, but they are still not. They want more, like.
If you want to come another way, then they know where to get, because they have that power. Defense, everything is in their hands.
Okay, talking about power of. I'm with you. Talking about power.
They having Minister of Defense, Minister of State Defense, they still hold them on something, but that they not.
Okay, so they are feeling. I mean, they are feeling like a fish out of water now because they are out of power for 1 year. Not as if to say the power itself is actually like favoring any other person in that contraption, so to say. But yesterday, Baba ADEBOYE came out and he said that the problem of Nigeria is more than it's not political. He said it's spiritual. So the solution will have to be spiritual as well. So you're going to react, okay? So you are going to react to that, but let's first go and hear him. So that, that was yesterday when Baba ADEBOYE was, I don't know where he was, but I think he was talking to I think he was speaking to the press. Because I saw this media house's microphone in front of him. So let's go take a listen, and then we'll come back.
Clearer to us that the problems our nation is facing is more than political. But our problem will require quite a bit of spiritual solution. We as a country are blessed. We are blessed with people with great intelligence. We are blessed with all manners of resources. And yet we have so many problems. And it's not as if the people in authority are not trying their best. They are doing as much as humanly possible. And then we find that when you have problems that are beyond human's ability to solve, clearer to us that the problems our nation is facing is more than political. That our problem will require quite a bit of spiritual solution. We as a country are blessed. We are blessed with people with great intelligence. We are blessed with all manners of resources, and yet we have so many problems. And it's not as if the people in authority are not trying their best. They're doing as much as humanly possible. And then we find that when you have problems that are beyond human's ability.
They say Wahala, Nigeria Wahala is beyond human comprehension. ADEBOYE. And if we talk, they could say with the abuse or insult men of God. Let's be honest, right? You listening to this, would you say ADEBOYE is a man of God to start with? Then the second thing, do you think ADEBOYE no get mental problem? Because sometimes we can, see, there is a stigma about mental health problems, okay? Sometimes we've allowed the people with, deranged people, like I'm talking about mentally sick people, right? To appear and continue to attract respect from the public, even when they're actually displaying symptoms of a schizophrenia. You get what I mean now? And I don't mean to be rude, by the way. I believe strongly that ADEBOYE get mental problem. However, I don't think ADEBOYE's mental problem is as worse as those who are actually following him in RCCG. No offense. Because sometimes when you listen to him, you can tell it's either he's got these brain problems that sometimes he just blame it on this imaginary Holy Spirit, imaginary God, imaginary this or that, and he gets away with them a lot. He does. And this is one of them. So now that we have spiritual problem, and Nigeria has been exporting a religion, are we going to have to import spiritual solution when you have these pulpit bandits displaying this kind of character, disgracing what I believe the sanctity that comes with the name of God, job men? So I do feel insulted when people talk like that. I am watching the people who are destroying Nigeria. We have their names. We know what they are doing. But somebody turn around and say spiritual. Papa, spiritual problem cannot make people steal money and drop it on the road. Like, for example, let's say a governor loots 10 billion naira because he has spiritual problem. But he loot it and he just drop it on the road for everybody. Say, but it's any problem. Okay, why would you go and withdraw money and dump it? I say, I have problem. I have spiritual problem. Help me. How come that those who are having spiritual problem are using Nigeria's money loan to buy buy things abroad? And people like ADEBOYE will mount whatever, and he will use religion to talk as if to say he has the authority to be mad. Africa Wahala. I know you they settle with all these people, but this is one of them. We see criminals who sit in front of church, in front of the church. We see them getting special requests, special attention from this pulpit bandits. Then when it's time for you to tell the truth to those who are listening to you, who are like, see, RCCG members are Nigerians, who goes to the same market or live in the economy. Sure you get. But your father, your spiritual father, look at you straight in the eye and said, the problem of Nigeria is spiritual. How insulting is that? Papa?
It's very, very insulting. And then if the problem is spiritual, I would assume ADEBOYE's solution will be prayers.
Of course.
Nobody is saying prayers are bad, but prayers without action is futile. When I came into Scotland, driving from Perth to Glasgow, on the side of the road, you can see farmlands, you can see all types of animals, agriculture is booming. That's why this part of the world is able to feed itself. But if you drive from Lagos to Ibadan, what do you see on the side of the road? Churches. You see churches all over the place. And what has been the benefit of that to the society? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. The top 5 exports of Nigeria to South Africa were RCCG, Living Faith, Christ Embassy, and 2 other churches. All churches. South Africa's top 5 exports to Nigeria, you have MTN, ShopRite. We are joking. That's why Nigeria is completely messed up the way it is, because we are being indoctrinated from the religious side. A lot of people are so afraid of dying, they're afraid of going to hell. So that innate characteristic of the people is what they use to control the people. They use religion to brainwash the people. For the most part, it hasn't achieved anything for us. We remain poor. We remain confused people. And it's just unfortunate. So when people like ADEBOYE come out and say those types of statements, it's not only a lie, it's not only insulting to us, the people, but it is detrimental to the lives of the people that follow people like him. Because now, instead of focusing on what the real issue is, they're going to be praying. Go and pray. There are no companies for you to work in, but you're going to be praying. So how are you going to work if there is no company for you to work in? I'm just going to pass the microphone. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Totu, you want to add something?
Let me just add to what you said now. ADEBOYE or most of the religious leaders, they're part of the system. You understand? I always call them the 4th tier of government. You understand? Because those are the ones that the government use that send to the people, like you be the one to calm them down, like a religious way, like tell them to go pray. It's a spiritual problem, just like what he's just saying. I think maybe it's like suffering from dementia disease or something like that, because he's of age, and I don't think maybe even understand what he's saying.
That's what I'm
Because
trying to
all
wonder.
what he's
Like,
saying doesn't even correspond
they
to
don't
what is really
correspond.
what's really happening, man. Because like I said, he's part
and
of
he's
them.
an accountant, Totu. He's an accountant, somebody who could use his expertise to actually analyze problems and help the people who listen to you, you know?
As long as he's part of the system, you understand? No matter what's going on. Okay, look at everything that is happening. Is it not part of those that went for the what's it called? When they went for the march, right?
Prayer.
No. During when they did for Jonathan time.
Oh yeah, now it was one of those
So
who led
what
people
happened now? Is it not what happened now? It's not more. What is happening to the people? It's not more than what's worse. So why is it not telling most of the people in his church or redeem all over the world, like, okay, everybody should trip out on. So all these people, they're part of the system. So whatever they're doing, that's who they are, the people that the government send out to, like, go calm them down. You know, because Nigeria or Africa, they're kind of like religion mentally enslaved. That no matter what you tell them about religion, you're saying something else. They're like, oh, you're a sinner. Or you're talking about their religious something, you're going about religious, you're always a sinner when you're talking about religious. This is just brainwashing thing. You understand? Since many people, or most of us, left Nigeria or left Africa coming abroad, you understand? Most people doesn't even go to church and nothing is happening and you're still doing well. So how could you say everything is spiritual when you could still do well? And most of them even come here and see.
We didn't go for any spiritual cleansing when we got to this.
Yeah. Most of them comes here.
We didn't go to the Bible church.
You know, we didn't go and pray for our forgiveness.
Even the religious father, when they come to do seminar here, they see most of it that people doesn't even like clamor them just the way they do in Nigeria.
But they throw it around all over.
They just throw it, but it's just what it is.
Hello.
To me, this issue of religion, it's something that it baffles me a lot. The way our religious leaders have pushed many Nigerians, because we all know the Bible. We all know what the Bible says. Faith without works is dead. That is what the Bible says. But in our own situation, you know, it's so sad that on a Monday morning, on a Tuesday morning, when people should have been in their offices going to their work, you find people in Nigeria telling you they are going for one prayer, grace, something or the others. And they will be there from like 7, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m., 7 p.m., Monday to Sunday. Praying for what? You see, most of the jobs in Nigeria have been taken away. They've been shut down due to government policies. And most of the warehouses where people go to Nigeria to pray for, they are churches. These are their former job places. So coming out to say it's spiritual, but most of these people traveled abroad. They do. And they've seen how the system works. They've been to Canada, they've been to United States, they've been to UK, they've been to Australia. And nobody is talking about there is a problem in one country, it's religious, it's spiritual. This is physical, for God's sake.
We can even tell.
And we can see most of our religious leaders, being a pastor, being an imam, they can see this, the volume, the corruption going on, the way the politicians are treating the citizens, its citizens in Nigeria. So when you come out and tell me spiritual, it's like you playing on intelligence of a lot of people. And that is sad from somebody like him.
Thank you so much. And that's what they do all the time.
Right.
So Labour, sir, you want to say something? Yeah. You think our problem in that contraction is spiritual
in fact, the way I look at it is just this. All these things, this God of men or men of God, or what they come up with, sometimes it's beyond, kindergarten's reasoning. Understand what I mean? How do you say a problem of that, place called Nigeria is spiritual? The idea behind the fact that we copy this, copy that, copy this, copy that, then take it to our own country and then use it to kind of throw people away from the normal way of reasoning is baffling, seriously. An old man like that, he's schooled. I mean, let's go back to some years when he's in school and, will he come up and say the problem he was facing that time when he was still driving the Pildo, whatever I said he had that time, is a spiritual? No, you come around now and start, trying to fool us. For me, I think it's time there is a, regulation on these so-called religious houses and what they can say and what not to say,
Don't you want to add?
Yeah. I just remember something like, even though you understand about this religious concern, right? Even this the country where they copy all these things from, right? Even from Jerusalem or the Jews or Mecca, they don't even take the way they're even practicing in Nigeria or Africa. That's not even the way they're even practicing.
They won't say spiritual problem. They won't say
but
spiritual
how come
problem.
that Nigeria, Africa or Nigeria one is different from every other country, even the original where they originated from? How
people
come
people refuse to reason? It's just too much. And those people following them, right? It looks as if sometimes when they go to their church or whatever it's called, do they even digest what they were told? I don't think so. They just go.
I think religion in Nigeria, right? Religion in Nigeria is more or less like for them to believe that you are religious, right? You must not use your brain. Do you get that now? Because if you start as normally, generally, right, religion, you shouldn't ask questions. Just obey. They're like something that if you try to understand, you are going to see that is all BS. Okay, you get. And that's why they said to people that anything religious is like faith, just like a blind man being led by another blind man, but just have faith that other blind man can see, even when he can't. You get that now? So, and you shouldn't ask questions. Normally, right? You shouldn't ask questions. Because if you begin to ask questions about so many religious doctrines, they don't make any sense. Do you get that now? They don't make any sense. You will sound so stupid. And that's what religious is. And that is why when they were able to use that on Nigerians, it is more or less like Nigerians vacated their mind and their brain, their thinkings. For real, you will see people in real life that they will tell you that my pastor said, do you know anything more than my pastor? Do you even know this and that? You'll be like, do you ever think your own? some would say that my pastor said, and oh, my Afa said we should. Afa said. Then you ask them, what do you think? Well, since pastor said we should all be, I said, okay, it's okay. What do you think? I have never thought about it. You get another like, oh, I have never thought about it. I'll show you one guy who said he has never touched 500,000 naira in his life. And it sounds ridiculous, but I have been thinking when I saw this. And we're going to go to Abuja to see what happened yesterday, where 2 policemen were killed by the Shiites, the protesting Shiites, the same people that Buratai the Butcher killed 1,480 something of them for blocking his road. So yesterday in Abuja, the police killed about 5 of them. So they killed about 2 of the policemen. Police said they killed their 5 policemen, but we only saw 2 bodies. So I'm going to stick to 2. See this man.
What if it is 700,000 cash? But what you need, 4,000, 3,000, 2,000, having Germany. But you buy 700,000 cash. I need to go. Timbali 700, but cash in money. Marco Simile for Semeta, no. Tima Sora. No, so you go Koro. Mo fi tuto bi Alquran selleri Timbali 700. I saw 700, 500,000 cash. Bank mo ti rí pé note no ko do yi. Ma o do mo fe. E mi lo te so yi. Mo fi Ọlọ́run selleri. Ba pa o ki ma soye láyé. No mi ti ní 500,000 by cash rí. Pé mi mo ní owó yìí o. Tí bá ní 500,000 by cash pé mo ní 500,000 lọ́wọ́ by cash. Tá bá pè mí ní shop wa ba gbé wọn ṣe pé ma lo ọ̀sẹ̀ mẹ́ta lé shop ba gbé ta wọn.
That man was talking about his life. And you know something? I don't know his age, but hearing his story, and at the same time, not just hearing his story, at the same time, hearing him that he has never touched 700,000 naira in his life. That is why I brought that to this guy to so you can help me touch this. Every time I come on to Maiyegun's Diary Political, just because I want to show to the young people. I'm a young man, and very soon now I will become a boy about 50 and all of that. And I still feel like Nigeria stole 28 years of my life from me. Before I finally figure out where I want to do with my life, how I want to go about it, I left Nigeria. And I left Nigeria when I was about 27, 28. So which means those who are 28 years old in Nigeria right now, a lot of them don't have a clue what they want to do. I have people I know in their 30s who have gone to school and they are graduates. Useless, almost. So when I saw that guy, I was like, he said he has never for once seen any money, 700,000 naira. This is my money, my 700,000 though. And he's already growing to that age. So we are Yorubas, and that person is a Yoruba person. We're talking about self-preservation. When you look at those who are always trying to push the narrative of a bigotry, all those Ronukus, my point of argument was this. I will support any Ronuku that can show me the policy of all the Yoruba politicians who are currently controlling Yoruba land. Any of their policy that actually empowers young Yorubas in Yoruba land. Whether it is in the area of education, in the area of personal growth and development, in the areas of business opportunities, in the areas of land acquisition. To say young people have access to land, they have landed property that they could build on. There's absolutely nothing that shows that the people in charge of Nigeria and the people in charge of the part of Yoruba land give a damn about any young Yorubas. No education, no skill, no resources to help and support them, right? And they are growing old. We see our people in their 30s who are collecting feeding money from their mom. Imagine, you see, when we were growing up, Baba, they said our parents felt like sending us to school was an investment on us. And they always pray, because they know that they're going to grow to an age, they won't be able to work anymore. So you will then have to take over and take care of them. But Baba, we have parents in their 60s who are still coughing out their small money to feed their 35-year-old son, who they sent to school. So the pandemic of poverty in Yoruba land, the sense of what you call the sense of self-preservation. Our lands are owned, not by us. Almost not by us now. We have our land that are being sold, and we are going to have to work those land as what? As slaves to earn a living. So then these criminals want us to actually continue to swim in the pool of tribalism, in the pool of ethnicism. But I now ask, can it benefit tribalism? Because me, I am ready to actually be a tribalist. If I can see the benefit that as a Yoruba man, I will have access to any education for free, even if I want to go and study abroad. As a graduate in Yoruba land, I have access to good paying job, right? As a son of Yoruba land or resident of Yoruba land, I can go anywhere, anytime, and I will feel safe. Now, I can be a tribalist for that. But why should I be tribalist in poverty? Poverty induced by corruption. And we are seeing those who are actually looting it. So this is why most time when I come on to Maiyegun's Diary Political, this is my own argument that there must be something you have to show for something. To show that these people actually care for you. They don't care. Young people in Yoruba land are living in poverty. Who do we blame? What do we say? Africa Wahala.
I'll take it a step further. You know, the entirety of the country, north, south, east, west, is poverty-ridden. And it has been that way for 124 years. How come for 124 years, 80% of the population has been in consistent poverty and there is nothing done about it? So it is what it is, man. It's quite unfortunate that these guys, they clearly live in this part of the world. They use the infrastructure. They see what it is. Their kids are citizens of these countries. But they go back to Nigeria. They make more money by stealing, put the people in more poverty, then run away back to this part of the world. So that's why we are angry as people. You know, at the end of the day, we're not supposed to be, you know, we're supposed to be like entertaining people, talking about, you know, things that people want to, that brings positivity. But we are here fighting and talking about a country that has consistently punished the people. It's sad, but I'll pass the mic for now. I'm sure I would have something else to say very soon.
Sure. What I'm saying is like, this is something that they already have. That's the way they want it. You understand? They don't want any development and they don't want anybody to challenge what they're doing. You understand? So they already put this kind of what would I call it, agenda or policy that will make everybody like to control them, impoverish them, so that they won't have anything, they won't even wait to even challenge nobody. You understand? So they won't have power to challenge or anything, not to fight back. See, in Yoruba land, you understand, they have a lot of talent, they have a lot of people, even doing well abroad. You understand? But for those of us that have already left, you understand? Okay, tell me now, who in Nigeria at young age now, like you said, you left 20-something years old, when you left, we 25 or 30, 50, they can't even have the money to live anymore. It's like they're trapped in there now. So nobody's going to leave that place. And yet, they impoverish everybody in that place like a slave. You can't go nowhere. So they're building an army. You know?
Army of slaves.
Army of slaves. So it's whatever they tell you to do, you do. You understand? They're using you. So any peanut they give to you, you have to do something.
You have to be grateful.
You have to be grateful.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you have to.
Wow.
You understand? So that's what's going on. It's not maybe
Thank you, Totu. So, Olowo, you want to go, Abi? Check
Yes.
the mic.
Yes.
So,
Actually,
look at us. Our people are being raised to embrace poverty in this manner, okay? And I believe it's wrong. It is we deserve better. Or do the people themselves know they deserve better? Because that's another one. Baba?
actually, to me, the Yorubas that I grew up knowing, we are self-sufficient people. We don't rely on anybody. We don't rely on anyone to live, to survive. We produce what we eat.
That's right.
So I don't really understand what actually happened between 1999 and now. It wasn't as bad as it is. And I want to ask a question. Going back to democracy in Nigeria, is it a cause or something else?
Well,
Especially in Yoruba land.
well, it is now
Because
looking like
it's
like that.
1999 till date. Instead of being improving, we're like dropping in Yoruba land, in all the southwestern states. Then they turn you, then we now see Yorubas begging online, begging on the street, begging everywhere. These are not Yorubas. These are not Yorubas. This is not who we are. I didn't grow up seeing Yorubas like that. When I grew up, we walk as from Mushin then to a railway line to go and give all these malam somethings. But every nooks and corners in Yoruba lands now, you're seeing people begging. Then what happened to us? Where are we? And we have all these resources in Yoruba land that can even develop Yoruba land. What is happening to cocoa? What is happening to rubber planting? What is happening to the gas? What is happening to all the gold in Elisha and all the why are the politicians doing Nigeria? Why are they treating Nigerians especially like this? What have we done wrong? They've been to every country in part of the world. They've seen how it grows. Like Toto and African Wala said, they use the resources of Western countries. Why can't they go back and replicate that in Southwest? Why can't each governor in Nigeria go back and replicate that in their states? Why should you put people in poverty so that every 4 years they will have time for you? They will now come out and share rice, share money. Why should it be like that? These are not Yorubas. These are not who we are.
Rather. You add to this too.
In general terms, it looks to me, the way I look at it for some years ago, is that this feudal system, our leaders in the Southwest and the South, they kind of master it. And the Alumajiri style over there has gone into us here as well. In as much as they will be doing something that, oh yeah, we are trying to do this for you, we are trying to do that for you, is a lie. What they do is to take out of what's supposed to be the good thing that they need to do for us. Where I found it so bad is the fact that anytime they do anything, it's going to be like, oh yeah, we've done this for you. Then people will run around, they come and, jubilate with it. And also, sometimes when they're coming up to campaign time, oh yeah, you see different face cap, different t-shirt, they give some people some money, they will be fighting for it at the end of the day. What you then see is they now bringing them down, their standard and everything I thought that they have. They don't even have anything to show. Meanwhile, that poverty something continues, it grows. And it's a sorry case that we find ourselves in this situation. And those people, back home right now, I think the way out is for them to stand up and then look into their face one by one. Maybe something will come out from it. They've started, but we need to do more.
Thank you so much. Now, this is us now going to go to Abuja. And this is a very sad event that took place yesterday. And that has to do with, it happened at Wuse in Abuja. So between the Shiites, okay, and then the police. So the Shiites were having their usual procession where they go all out in twos like that. And they, then the police in Abuja mobilized themselves to go after them. And that escalated. I'm talking about loss of lives, loss of properties, man. Let's go to the Abuja. And then when we come back, I will seek your reactions, okay, to this. Especially, see, I saw a picture of policemen killed, right? Now, you know something? Whenever in Nigeria, whenever police comes to an area and they shoot people, they just park them on that their pickup like that. Like, oh, don't I swear that's exactly how they parked their colleagues yesterday. Like your own colleague where you came in that same van to get out to that place. They are dead and you dump them on the back of the truck like.
Same thing they did to this guy that was killed during Fubar and Wike in Rivers, the police guy that was killed. Yeah. If he was just thrown on the back of the truck. It is bad. Yeah,
like you can tell. Then that tells a lot about the police. So when you see them when you see them treat Nigerians that way, right? Take a look at how they treat themselves. Then you have all of your answers. So when you ask them and say, police should try and improve. What are you talking about? From what?
Sad system.
Let's go to that Abuja, where they use their usual force. This is a long watch, by the way. And also to our viewers, I know this is the first time of this, and I have to make this, my people do this today. A lot of them, we have no script and anything. I made them realize that it's natural. We can have a chat around every development, and that's it. So please let me know what you think about this. And then please help me give them the, what do you call it? Give them, if you can give them the online clap. Because this is me making them do what I believe was never planned. So now we'll go to Abuja for about 6 minutes in a combined clips of all that happened yesterday, including the burning of cars, burning of properties, and all of that stuff. It was bloody, right? But I am sharing with you the less graphic of what happened. So let's go to Abuja.
Which kind of wahala be this? What thing be these people problem now? Which kind of nonsense be this now? You don't turn to fight already. They bomb police car for that place. They kill themselves. What thing be their problem? What thing police do them? Which kind of protest be this now? Oh my God. I don't know, I think this is a key problem, sir. Now, if they shoot them, they go say they don't shoot them for nothing. See how they beat police for that place. I don't know. I don't even know what they do. Why did they stone them? Are they stone police now? See now, they don't burn that car for that police. Which kind of wahala be this now?
People don't know that they are going to show this tear gas. They will not do it. Not matter up and down.
Look at the people being done at the Wuse market, at Wuse, at Wuse. Look. Just look. Yeah, this one is just look at police vehicle. Look at police vehicle and response now. Look. Look. Wow. Look now. Listen. At Wuse market here. What the fuck? Police vehicle. They even buy one police. They buy almost use it and do it. Wow. As when they come from beggar like this, motor, all of them just they run. All of them they go back. Now say, at least man rich. Our cars come drop us for after Arab, for Arab. I pity police people. I pity these people. I'm sorry, the one is charged here. Them now, yeah, they don't share their self. You see. Feel you them bomb police car. Just like that. They really touch government, I swear. These police people, they cry for their life. They really cry. They cry for their life.
Abuja. So that was yesterday when the supposed Nigerian police unleashed terror on this young, Shiite, you say. However, one second. Usually when they shoot at the Shiites, from my own experience, every time the police come out like that brutally to attack them, unprovoked, the police always sort of gets away unhurt. When it comes to this particular one, it didn't end well. That's what I'm going to say. However, I think there is a police statement on this. I should even have put that on. Okay, this is coming from, but I'm going to use one stone to kill two birds now. Okay, it's the same way, talking about policemen. The same police put up a show where they claim to have rescued the 20 medical students kidnapped from, University of Maiduguri, University of Jos, in Benue. So I'm going to play this first. Then I'm going to come back with what the police said about what happened in Abuja. Then we will respond together. Okay.
It is with a deep sense of relief that I brief you on a successful operation conducted by the Nigerian Police Force, which resulted in the rescue of 27 innocent citizens on 22nd August 2024. These victims had been abducted by a dangerous criminal gang in Benue State. Among those rescued were 20 medical students of the University of Jos and University of Maiduguri who were cruelly taken abducted while in transit to Enugu on 15th August 2024. Other passengers, 5 of them, and 2 other victims who had previously fallen victim to these heinous criminals were also freed. The successful rescue of these 27 individuals was achieved without the payment of any ransom. This success was made possible through the support received from the Office of the NSA, the activation of security network, intelligence, synergy with other security agencies, community engagement, and deployment of our highly skilled and tactical officers, whose dedication, bravery, and precision in executing their duties are truly commendable. During the operation, our officers engaged the kidnappers in a well-coordinated tactical offensive. I am pleased to inform you that the kingpin of this notorious gang was neutralized during an exchange of fire with our operatives, while 2 other members of the gang were arrested and their weapons recovered. These individuals are currently in our custody, where they are providing valuable information that will help us dismantle their criminal network and prevent future occurrences of such abductions. It is pertinent to state that rescue operations of this magnitude are painstakingly difficult and complex, requiring not only deployment of massive resources, but also physical courage, meticulous planning, and coordination. In this regard, I must extend my heartfelt appreciation to the Office of the National Security Advisor, whose support was instrumental in this operation. I must place on record the personal commitment of the National Security Advisor, Malam Nuhu Ribadu, to the success of the operation that led to the successful rescue of these victims.
Sorry, please, students, don't go. After the handshake, I think we should have a group photograph with the LGT on that platform. All the rescue students from Unijos, Uni, Maiduguri, or any person that been rescued, please, you're going to join. And of course, the parents will join.
Nuisance Leleyi. Nuisance Leleyi.
Police IG said they rescued the kidnapped victims. The family said they paid ransom, 41 million naira paid, to free 18 of them, and the other 2, which they claim, were rescued, as according to them. But it's a lie. Although I'm happy that they are out, no doubt, okay? However, the whole thing seems now like they are using whatever they can get to launder their image, the police. It is only Nigeria police that will rescue somebody and there will be no arrest of those who kidnap people. But they rescue them. Or better still, they will tell you they killed them and arrested 2 others. The remaining 2 who have nothing to do with the kidnapping, they will still be presented as the suspects and the others, okay? Then the IG wanted a special picture with the victims, and it's so ridiculous. However, we're talking about the killings of the Shiites earlier in Abuja. Here is what the police had to say. Another lie, I just thought we should have it on record.
What really happened is that today we are surprised that members of the Shiite movement, or whatever the IMN, whatever they call themselves, decided to come out en masse to attack the policemen. You people saw them, you saw their dead bodies, and killed
brutally. 2 of them are already dead. 4, including a woman police, is unconscious, all of them, with different injuries they inflicted on them. Some with different, some gun, some cutlass, some to kill policemen on uniform. So I just decided to say, for the fact they are not provoked, they did it willingly because they have agreed to attack security agencies and for no just cause. So I want to tell them and assure them that for the fact they have started this war and provoked, we are going to hunt them. We cannot leave it to go like that. We are going to hunt them, no matter where they are. I assure them very well that we are going to hunt them. Because the families of the policemen they have killed, look at them crying, for no just cause. If we have killed any of them, it would have been a different thing. Or if we have attacked them, it would have been a different thing. They would have said, Igwe did this and Igwe did that. But today, they have willingly, with impunity, attacked policemen and killed them without provocation. So you saw their dead body. If you don't know it, go to the Wuse mortuary and you see them there. It's just annoying, it's just provoking, but I want to assure them that we are not going to leave them unpunished. We are going to hunt them wherever they are in Nigeria.
You arrested some of this.
We arrested. At least today we arrested almost 52 of them, with some of their bosses. When they killed the policemen, everybody was surprised. Because assuming you are moving on your own is different. But you came out deliberately to attack the security agents.
Some of them reside inside FCT and some reside near FCT.
Some are in Niger, some are within FCT, some are in Nasarawa, some came from far. We have gotten intelligence of how the coordinated actions they have done. And their main leader at land is not aware of their coming. And they told him that they are going to attack security agencies. So we are looking for them.
So you earlier stated that you spoke to their lawyer. What did their lawyer say?
I wish you hear him. You know him, is Barrister Minu or so. You can speak to him. His number is, he will tell you. I think he's not hiding. You know that lawyer that used to come for them in court? He said they are not aware of their coming. And they wickedly said they want to come and attack the security agencies.
Now, what will be the fate of the 52 that we arrested?
The law will take its course now. The law will take its course.
Yesterday we saw what was covered.
What really happened is that today we are surprised that members of the Shiite movement, or whatever the IMN, whatever they call themselves.
Somebody said that, Oga police, you better don't start another Boko Haram. Baba, see, what is worse than Boko Haram? You know, it's already happening in Nigeria. So there's no point in trying to make the Boko Haram the deadliest anymore. Okay? There are worse things happening in that place. And I've just been told, by the way, that we have somebody who, who cares so much about me that he didn't want me to offend ADEBOYE, and I should not call ADEBOYE mad. You, ADEBOYE's wife, if you are married, your wife, if you still get pregnant, your papa, your mama, all of them are mad. I hope that answers you very well, Abi. And don't love me, please. I don't need that kind of love from lunatics or people who respect people like ADEBOYE. Like, I don't even think I should be respecting anybody that says they respect ADEBOYE, because we will be having problems. You get that? Yeah. Yes, sir. You know something about religious people? As much as they tend to pretend to be like, they care and all of that, they are the most evil people. And I'll tell you this. They are those who wishes me worse most of the time. You get that now? When I say things about politicians and all of that stuff, the politician supporters want me arrested to be taught a lesson. But religious people, people will be men or people of God, they will be wishing worse for me. They will say, because that's how to show that their God is what? Their God is powerful. Do you get that now? Like, people know they think in that place. And I've said it many times. Do you think if you tell me something will happen to me if I say something about ADEBOYE, that would then make me respect your God or ADEBOYE? or Adeboye's father. Like, don't you think that this style of trying to intimidate or scare people, right, by just mere men, these are just mere men. So if you look at me face to face and you care, you love me so much, but you don't want me to touch your spiritual father, or go kill your spiritual father, kill everything that even your spiritual father believe in. You are the people who wish me well bad. They want evil to happen to me to prove that God is powerful. What kind of a thing is that? You, this Maiyegun, you be like, say this thing, the people that is getting into your head. Why are you jealous that something, I am progressing enough and I'm progressing in truth? But you want something evil to happen to me because I said something that you don't like about your Baba Gio. What kind of God do you serve in that contraption? Your sky daddy. So that actually really get me upset sometimes. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, if you are indoctrinated to be so scared about people like you, I was too. I was indoctrinated to fear them too. But I no longer have to fear them when I realize that, oh, more GBT, now, generational GBT. Call the time, say you love me, Maiyegun, I love you. Don't leave the pastor alone, or go kill you yet. I want to almost spanner Danny. If you see that motherfucker again, please let me last spanner Molori. I don't want people like that on my platform. Eban Jordan, I don't need your love, I don't need your like. If you are a ADEBOYE person, if you are Oyedepo this, you are not different to the criminal politicians to me. So it's to me like anybody will come on to me and say in support or respect ADEBOYE, I don't get respect for you. I hope you heard that now. Yeah, so that we can cut it. It's very quick, Gary one thing. To those of you, I've told you this before. On Maiyegun's diary political. I am not somebody you can really like conditionally for long. You have to like me unconditionally. So the unconditional part of it is that when I see something bad, I will say it. It doesn't matter if it's your pastor, even when your papa or your mama. So I will say it. And if you have to not like me after that, be my guest, okay? Welcome to the party. Right. We saw how what they did with the Shiites. And we saw the policemen calling them terrorists and all of that. It's their modus operandi. They call you name, they tag you this and that, just to legitimize the murder they want to commit in that place. We went to Lagos for Yoruba Nation rally. Police came out and shot people. They shot an innocent girl inside their mom's shop. And they came out and they said, no, you are the one who caused it. Now they said, don't bring rally. Why do you bring rally? That's why we shot people. The Shiites are known for their procession. They don't fight anybody. They just go, they will go and they'll come back. And that's it. But every now and then, somebody somewhere feels like, no, I don't like them. I want them killed. And then they will push the police. Nigerian police that are supposed to be professional, Nigerian army, they withdraw guns. After people we no any weapon or anything, then they will now go to media and say, we are trying to prevent them from. Nigeria is a place where they just need to give you a name to kill you. I don't know if you've seen that. I will let you react to that too. African Wildlife, if you don't mind.
Yeah. I hope my audio is clear. But there's a lot to say here. About the Shiites protests, first of all, I was looking at the gutters. I'm very familiar with that area. Wuse Zone 5, Zone 6, Berger. I can see all the gutters are opened. It shows that the country is dilapidating at a rapid rate because those gutters are probably filled up with pure water nylons, and it's going to end up blocking the drainage, and it's going to make things worse. Why are the gutters being opened? Because the poor people, they open up the gutter, the iron material inside, the concrete, they strip it out, sell it to those that are making plates. It's just crazy. We have an insane country. Now, back to the fact that the people came out and became very, very rowdy. To me, it's a sign of how turbulent this society is and how much of a keg of gunpowder we are sitting on. The people are looking for any opportunity to go crazy. I remember when Nigeria lost to Ghana in Abuja Stadium, and just because they lost to Ghana, they started protesting, they destroyed the entire stadium. The people are very angry, and they are looking for an opportunity. I'm not blaming the people, but if any opportunity arises, it's going to be uncontrollable chaos. That's what's going to end it. And obviously the police, they are unprofessional. They've always been that way. But Nigeria itself is an unprofessional country. Nothing is professional about Nigeria. You have to be unprofessional to thrive in Nigeria. That's how it works. So it's unfortunate that their police officers died. They lost 2 people. The peaceful protest, they were not even protesters. They were just doing their thing. Yeah, they killed people. It's just an insane country. I was going to talk about the one that caught my eye the most was when they paraded those 20 people that were rescued.
Let me go to Olo. From that end, what would be your own reaction? Olo, please.
First of all, when every year the government budget for the police, and part of that budget, you hear in that budget, if it's true, if it's not, if they do it, if they don't. Training here, training there, equipments there. And those training includes overseas training. They bring them to US, UK, and every part of the world. So who are they training? Who are they sending on training? Who are the people handling those police that are being recruited? Who are their trainers? Every world, in every country in the world, police are supposed to be professional. When protesters are coming out, we've seen it all. That they are to be protected. The police guides the protesters so that intruders will invade them. Then after that, everybody goes their ways separately. But in this case of the Shiites, man, it doesn't call for this. Let them do what they're known for and let them do their prayers and go back. No policeman should be, the only thing the policemen people should have done is to try and see them through and let them go back and everybody go peacefully. But why should coming on the street, protesting in Nigeria against bad things, bad governance, bad this, why should it be a problem? The people in government now, we knew when they were protesting against either Jonathan or against the military. Everybody came out, everybody supported them. But in their own times now, you can't come out, you can't protest on the street. For what? You can't even say your mind. No. You can't even have like 3, 4, 5 people, you know, just discussing maybe like the olden days that we used to chat, we used to talk by the side. Is a problem whenever police sees you. Why? What is happening to Nigerian police? Why are they not being trained? So why is all this morning about training in this, training in that, sending them on training, sending them off?
When they can't use it.
Why?
Thank you so much. I think I'll go to you, sir. Lababs.
Yeah.
We've seen the killings that I believe is really preventable, or it's the norm in Nigeria. You know, go on, sir.
Anyway, condolences to the family of those people that lost their family members. The only thing I want to speak about is to do with how on earth can somebody stand in front of the camera that's beaming to the whole world and start telling lies? How are you comfortable telling lies about what's happened? Do you have conscience? What if it's your family member that is involved? Will you still come out there and start telling lies? That is where I have problems with. They should have allowed them to do their possession, whatever they are doing. They know it's going to last for maximum 5 hours. And everybody go back home safe. And anybody that want to, you know, cause trouble there, they can easily get them because they are dressed in different ways. So there shouldn't be problems with that. Well, that aspect of lying, for God's sake, please, it's above me. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Mrs. Busari, you joined us midway. I know we've started before you came in. So that's Mrs. Fulake Busari. of the Yoruba Union. Okay, that would be RPRO for the union. So we are having a general chat, ma. Okay, and it's basically about the happenings in Nigeria when we were busy with our summits the last 2 days. So we asked people killed by the police, and then they killed the police as well. Wuse in Abuja was like a war zone yesterday, and they were like, can the police actually, when is Nigerian police going to feel much like, you know what, let's be professional, you know, without having to kill people, ma?
What I want to say is the fact that I've actually lost hope in Nigeria. If the police, if they do what they are supposed to do, it means it's not Nigeria. Maybe it's another planet or another country. Nothing can work in that country again. And surely it will collapse. It will surely collapse. If you are expecting the police to do what is right, that means it is no longer Nigeria. It's a false state. Nothing works. I want to react to what you said the other times when you said, why are they lying? I was just smiling because if you cannot actually lie, you can't be in the position of authority in Nigeria.
If you don't have criminal record.
If you see any of their politicians, any people in a key position in Nigeria, they are criminals. If they cannot lie, they can't even be there. So anything you see is all about fake. There's no real thing. Nigeria is not real, and it is not. They can't do so. If we come here today and you said the Shiites are having their procession and nothing, it was peaceful, I'll be shocked. So I'm not shocked. I'm always expecting bad news because that is what Nigerian is created to produce, bad. And the worst of people are the one in control. It's just a pity.
Thank you so much. You just went straight for the jugular because you see, so some people were like, they're already saying it there. They're like, thank you, Jarima. You said it all. See, she spoke for just 1 minute and they said she said it all. We have been talking since. What do you mean she said it all? You know. So anyway, we have the Yomi Totu who wants to add as well, I believe.
Okay.
Go on.
Let's say all these problems started way back during the colonial era. You see, the Nigerian police are not trained to save any citizen. Even there's no citizen, fellows. They are not trained to even like save the people, but they are always there and trained to save the masters. So as long as you're rich, you have money, they will guide you. But when you don't have nothing, you're nobody. So they're not trained that way. Yeah, you might say in a civilized world that the police, they equip a lot of money, training, traveling, doing a lot of courses. You understand? Even though they go anywhere, you see, that's our pattern is still there. The Nigeria haven't been reformed from the way the British left it. So there's going to still be like that. They only go defend the master, but you, the people, no. So that's how it has been.
So it is not a mistake that they are treating people this way.
It's not a mistake. They're following the pattern. That's the pattern, and that's all the training is get the people. It's not by training them to like, you have to save these guys, these people. You have to like monitor them. You have to be like submit to them. They have the right of everything. No. If we know Nigerians have been like go through a lot that they don't even know their rights anymore. You understand? So the police too take the advantage of that as well. Like because the people doesn't even know their rights. They don't know nothing. And the government made it that way as well too. So they don't want them to even know who they are. They don't know their rights. They don't know what they could like fight against.
That saying of asking that Nigerians should fight for good governance, sometimes it's like an irony because What do you mean by good governance? How many of them actually have experienced it? So that they can say they miss it.
So how you come, they're gonna
like want that back.
Yeah, so I just say you're gonna defend like the police know what they're doing. They thought they're doing the right thing, even though they go out to kill anybody. How many of the police have been prosecuted for what they're doing? Yeah, because that's what they train them to do. You understand? They're still following the pattern that has been left by the British. They haven't been reformed. You understand? There could just be Nigerian police, even though the country we know is not even like a real place. You understand? So all these things matter. So it goes with everything. So I think we're really in big trouble. We're really, really in big trouble, man. So it's going to take a long time before all these things could settle.
Thank you so much. Toti Baba. So we have had a conversation around happenings in Nigeria for the past 90 minutes. So now we want to use the last half an hour or less to talk about what we have come to do for the Yoruba nation, for the Yoruba Union, and then our people in general. Sure you get. So we have Olowo that joined us. Well, okay, I'll start from here again. I've got the African Wahala from Canada. I have Yomi Totu from Texas in the US. I have here Lebabs, right? Who is also from Republic of Ireland. I have there Mrs. Busari, who is also from Leicester in England. There, the far right is Olowo Safemi Morgan, right? So from Ohio in United States. They all came for the Mama Jacobaje Ile Yoruba Summit. And in the middle there is the leader, you know, the emerged leader of Yoruba Union, Ibimoma Jacobaje Ile Yoruba. And that's our own one and only Akarao one. And then Lebab, so those who are on in the Temple of Truth. So we're lucky to have him. To his right there is Mrs. Busari, who is our public relation officer for the Yoruba Union. She's also a teacher who teaches more about the Yoruba languages, especially for the younger children and all of that on the Yoruba Union platform. So I have to my own left. To my left is, Totu there from Texas, African Wahala from Canada. So you are all welcome again to this Temple of Truth. This is the Temple of Truth, okay? So we came to Glasgow to deliberate more on the actions and the activities of this union. And I'm happy that the last 3 days, we've done so much to explain why and why we have to do this now, okay? So my own question goes to everyone. To start with, you know, we have to talk about our experience so far. Apart from Lebabs, our leader, apart from himself, I think the rest of us here, we've actually been working together in the last 2 years on the Yoruba Union projects. But that's on the forefront. He has been working with us behind the scene almost for the same similar period as well. So when the summit happened, so unanimously we decided to choose who are those who are to lead us and lead us into that new world, you know, from here in the UK and then the Republic of Ireland. And that's our, our own general secretary, the most powerful position in the Yoruba Union as we speak. So, sir, your experience so far since, since we sort of kicked this off, and then based on what we discussed yesterday as well. In fact, see, at this point, I won't mind for us to mix Yoruba with what we are actually saying, please. So mix it with that. And then for the sake of our non-Yoruba speaking listeners, yeah, you can just mix up. I know Africa Wala will have to be mixing his own English with Yoruba this because it's going to be a trouble. Yeah. So it's been a long 3 days, an interesting one, sir. And yeah, just want to hear what you think.
Yes.
Going forward, sir.
Thank you very much, Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
Maiyegun General happens to be the convener of this association, which is Yoruba Union. And all this while, we've been doing different things, even though I'm not part of the what is it called? The
leadership at first.
The what can I call it now? I'm not part of the steering committee that started the whole thing. But for the last 3 days, the very first day we have different things, knowing each other and things like that. And the second day, we dig deep into what we refer to as our constitutions, names, regulations, and everything that has to do with the union. And the last day, which happens to be yesterday, Sunday, was mainly on how we're going to, deliberate on the last thing we talk about the constitution, how we're going to move the union forward. And at the same time, we talk about the leadership and those that will be in charge going forward. And that is where I come in. And unanimously, I was given that post as the Secretary General of the Yoruba Union, in charge of both United Kingdom and Republic of Ireland.
That's right.
And my view is this: we are able to come together and we know each other. And knowing each other, you can then put face to name. And apart from that, we can then look at the fact that, these people travel from far and wide. Not that alone, the contribution of everybody towards moving this union forward means a lot. And while we're doing that, for those of us that are here together, we have people that join us virtually. A lot of people join from all over the world, like we've seen here. People from Canada, people from United States, people from UK as well, people from Nigeria, and most especially the Yoruba speaking, area in the southwest of Nigeria. And I'm so happy for the fact that we've set the ball rolling, and the way we are going, we're going to do a lot of things together, which will be to the success of why we come together as a union. We've done many things, but we need to improve on that. And at the same time, what I want all of us to have in mind is the fact that we need to make sure that other people join us. Not anybody ordinarily like that. We want people that have our own feeling, our own thoughts, why we come together. Those people that have that dignity and, not going back on the fact that, they can be bought or they sell out or something like that. We want people that have integrity, that we come together and then we move the union forward.
Thank you so much. Mrs. Musari. So Mrs. Musari is our public relation officer. She's a teacher, and that position is very strategic. So she will be, helping to tell the world the Yoruba Union's message. So we need somebody who can help us tell our story, and that has to be somebody who is part and parcel of the formation. And she's been here for the past 3 days. She's had to do a lot as well, not just being the PRO. She's helped us with the preparation, the setup, and the rest of that. Even though they are all getting ready to leave right now, except the fact I'm keeping them here for a few minutes. Okay, so Mrs. Busari, it's been 3 days. Your own experience kind of spanned more than just 3 days, but last 3 days in particular.
It's just it's a pleasure. You can't just I don't think word is enough to describe how most of us feel about the outcome, even feel being a part of Yoruba Union, not to talk of being a part of even those people that will champion the emancipation of the Yorubas. It's a lovely thing to see people with like minds. When we started, we started with people with like minds that are tired, people that are tired of Nigeria, people that really want things to be done, that we can't continue like this. I think that's the major reason of saying we have to put ourselves together as a unionist. And when we came together for this summit, it started like the leadership, let's even start to meet ourselves face to face. So it won't look like it's an online thing. Then we extended it that, okay, we need to do our constitution. We don't want to be like Nigerian. We don't want to be like Jagaban that puts everything in the pockets. So we need to carry everybody along. So we just need, we have to just throw it open. It has to be the thing for everyone. Leadership is not by force. If you want to serve your people, must you stress yourself about that? It has to be acceptability. If you want to serve people, and people said, I don't want you to serve them, you leave. But we don't want to be Nigeria, and we don't really want to be Nigeria, and we don't want to act like Nigerian. So we have to just bring ourselves together, look at all the piece and piece together to just make a formidable team, a team that will grow into giants.
Amen.
A team that will grow into giants. It's just a pleasure knowing everyone, and we are so excited, super proud of what we achieved within the 3 days. The food, fantastic. The connectivity, fantastic. In fact, everything. If you are not part of the union in Glasgow, you really miss a lot, really.
Tell them.
You really miss a lot. And we appreciate those people that were able to join us online as well. It's still like we are. So let me just conclude with this. Next year is going to be a bam. Yes.
So we all look forward to it.
Next year, yeah, oh my lagbara. By this time next year, I see Boro. And kini objective wow. Ile Yoruba Olominira.
Thank you so much. So now, Alagba Yomi Totu. As some of you have who are aware of Totu Lori Temple of Truth. So Alagba Totu has been here for 4 days now. Is it 4? Yeah, 4 days. So, and it's been, in fact, it's actually like 5 days. You came a day before. So then you've spent 3 days already. And this is day 4. I mean, day 5. So he's been in Scotland. Maybe I wish I could keep him here anyway, you know, but no. So he's been here. He's been very, very wonderful, like everyone else, okay? And I don't know what the experience has been for you. I mean, traveling from Texas down to Glasgow for this same summit to meet other like-minded people for one reason and one reason only, Yoruba land.
Yeah, it's a very great experience, you know, coming down from Texas to Glasgow. I'm really happy we're seeing each other. We're knowing everybody now we're meeting face to face. That's a great experience as well. But the problem is that most of our people in Nigeria really doesn't understand what unity is all about. You see, what we're doing is building a unity among us. You understand? We're just trying to put ourselves together just to like free most of our people with the mental kind of health disorder they put, or the kind of ideology they already integrate into them. They don't understand when you asking them like, hey, join this group, join this group. It's not because of anything. We're just doing it for ourselves. We're all doing all this thing for ourselves. It's not because of us. You understand? We spend our resources, we spend most of everything that we do. We didn't even solicit outside or maybe anybody. We do this ourselves. You understand? We just, you see, it hurts us so much and it pains us so much to see what's going on down there. Like, what? Why could this be happening? And we hear, seeing things like, this could happen. So all these things that is happening drove us into building this organization. Like, okay, let's come together. Let's put all our resources together. Then help our people who are home. We've like trained a lot of people. We've helped a lot of people. We pay for a lot of people, medical, adopt kids, you know, pay bills, operations, you know, buy wheelchairs, a lot of things that we've done just with our own resources and the help of other people, you know, that care to join us. You understand? So now we still need more of our people to know that this is what we're doing. We are not doing anything to go against anybody, but we're building something that will help each and every one of us. We have to liberate ourselves. We have to be free.
That's right.
You understand? But most people doesn't even get what we're trying to do. You understand? You've seen all these politicians that they don't mean well for you. All of them are just doing things. Yeah, they're all doing things for themselves and their family and for their co-thieves. They don't care about you. They're just using you as a tools. That's why they're building this army of slavery. But they don't know. But, oh, it's all about party. It's all about religion. It's all about ethnicity. No. It's more than that. You have to free your mind. If you can't know, if you don't know, if you want to find out about what really going on, go back to the history. I always tell my people, go back to history, make research yourself. Then find out what really, where the problem started from. You will find a lot of things. These people doesn't care about you. They're paying by their own rules too. But I hope a lot of our people wake up and like choose the path of freedom. You know, like I always said, maybe some of them just love the golden shackles on their neck. You see, they don't want to liberate themselves. They don't want to free themselves. They just want to be where they are. You see, everybody just have to know what. I know they're not saying what we're seeing, but when we tell them that, man, this is what we're seeing, just try to see. We're seeing all these things.
Check it out.
Yeah, just check it out. It's not real. These people are just using you, but they just don't want to see. But one day, we're gonna get there. We're gonna free them. Everything we're gonna free them. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Totu. And then African Wahala. Have you added yours?
Oh no.
The African Wahala story is a little bit much stressful. So the African Wahala didn't get to. I mean, he didn't have the chance of getting to the summit until yesterday. And it was because of a terrible mix up with your flight. And then you missed the day one, you missed the day two, but you didn't miss the third day. So that's some experience still. So what do you think? You've been here for more than 24 hours now.
Yeah.
Please.
Even though I missed the first 2 days, I feel like I didn't miss it, to be honest, because I've been a part of the building process for so long, and I am very familiar with our aims and objectives. Part of what we're trying to achieve is to have a lot of our people in the Yoruba region see from a different perspective. Because for us, we are looking from a aerial view. Imagine a box. If there is a box on the floor and there are ants or butterflies inside that box, the ants and the butterflies, they can only see what's inside the box because they are walking around. But if there is one of the butterflies that flies to the top and has a topical, like a view from the top, he has a different perspective. So we have a different perspective of Nigeria. A lot of our fellow Yoruba people, they don't. If you tell them, man, the reason why you're going through hell is because these government people and a lot of the indoctrination going on from the religious side and your traditional institutions, that's why you're going through this hell. They wouldn't agree with you. They'll just simply tell you, oh, please just give me food. I need money for rice. So we are trying to pass a message to them to have them understand that, listen, we deserve better and it can be done. And we've seen it happen in many other world regions. There is no reason why we can't implement that in our own area. And this is no disrespect to non-Yoruba speaking people. We love everybody. I mean, it's only reasonable people that can come together. So we love the non-Yoruba speaking people, but what we can do is to start from somewhere. That's why we are beginning with Yoruba area. Through Igbimo Maje Kobaje Ile Yoruba. Thank you.
Thank you so much. The African Wahala. So that's a very good one. Talking about experience, I have another far long distance traveler, and that's Safemi Morgan Olowo. So Olowo traveled all the way from What is it? Cincinnati, Ohio, Akron, Ohio. So, and he's been here for 50 days. It's also like your 50. No, sorry, you came on day one, so you nearly missed day one. So, and yeah, some experience, you would say, Baba, to you too, right? Because you'll be going back to Ohio now, and you have a lot to tell people there. You have a lot of our members you have to get on board. So, what would you tell them about your experience, sir?
Actually, firstly, it's been a wonderful experience. Actually, I think everybody noticed that this is my second time in Glasgow within a year. Actually, I was here last year.
Yeah.
So it's always been a wonderful experience, and it's been nice, it's been good, and meeting people from other countries, I think within UK, Ireland, Canada, and other cities in UK. It's been good, and I've said before, Yoruba Union is not about attacking anybody. It's not about going after anyone, or we're not fighting anyone. A statement I made earlier on that Yorubas were not beggars. I grew up knowing Yorubas as not beggars. We are fulfilled. We are self-sufficient. And that is what is missing in Yoruba land. So what we're trying to do is go back to our roots, enlightening our people. Let them come back to their senses that no, this is not who we are, and this is not should be of us. We are not beggars. We don't beg people. We do things. Instead, Yorubas gives out. We give people, we give out. So we don't beg people to give us. So what is really wrong? What is the problem? And that is one of the main objectives of why Yoruba Union Ibimama Jacobaje came to life. So, and I want to make an appeal to all our Yorubas, brothers and sisters. As you've seen, like 2 years ago, we went on a project to all the 7 states in Yoruba land, including Kwara, Kogi, Ondo, Osun, even Lagos State, even Benin Republic, where some of the people, Yorubas that were abandoned by the politicians, we went to Benin Republic. And I want to make this appeal. That is our aim. That is what we are after, to look for Yoruba people, to care for them, and to cater for them, irrespective of wherever they are. In as much as we can go into Benin Republic, then we can go to other countries where we have Yorubas to help them. And that is why Yoruba Union that's one of the reasons why Yoruba Union is formed. So I want every one of us to come together, and we want all your support. And I believe that next year, by the time our next summit comes up next year, either in Canada or United States, I know we will all be happy to see each other again. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you so much. Hello. So, and I think we've had fun, and I do not want to exhaust you too much. You've done 2 hours. I mean, you've done you've done almost 2 hours. You see, I told you that before you know it, 2 hours will be gone. And it will just be like, man, how do you do it, Maiyegun? How do you sit down for 2-3 hours? This is it. You think so? But look at it, sir. We've done 2 hours. Yeah. That's how it works. And I hope I am so grateful that you had time to stay back. And indeed, just as we all envisaged it. So we envisaged that we will spend time in the studio. And moreover, for everybody who knows the history of this studio, it is the creation of the Templars. And then, the Igbimo as well, like this. So we pull all this together, and it's a great thing that if you are in Glasgow, you are always welcome into the studio to come and have your hand on all this stuff that we have here. You know what I mean? Come and have a first-hand, experience and all of that. And yeah, I'm glad you were able to do this, okay? Thank you so much that we have these wonderful people. And then to the rest of us who is watching, all of you watching out there, thank you. Yeah, that is me back. In case if you don't see me this evening, I still have guests. So you make you make use of this for now. Then tomorrow will be like me back fully, and then we like go on and on and on and on and on like that, back to our usual routine. So it's really good to see your faces, or should I say, it is nice to show you our faces in the last 4 days. So thanks so much. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. If you see me later this evening, then call it a bonus. But if you don't, do not worry. Tomorrow is just going to be us fully back. And then thank you so much, everyone. Also, I didn't actually have you say goodbye, because next time they will see you now, it's going to be in the comments. You know, so it's going to be in the comments. And yeah. So if you have to say okay, see you later, that would be great. Let's start with this. Sorry. Okay. I'll see you later. If you have anything to say, just bye-bye, yeah?
Thank you, the Templars. We'll see you later, especially in our next annual general meeting. But before then, support Yoruba Union, support Igbimoma Jeobaje, support our people from home and all over the world. Ireo.
Hero, thank you. Olowo, so you want to say your own goodbye, see you later.
Thank you, everyone, for watching, and God bless. See ya.
Thank you. So, and then our leader, the Igbimoma Jekobaje Yoruba for the UK and Republic of Ireland. I'll keep it at Lababs for now. So, sir, your own goodbye. See you later.
Thank you. We shall see you as soon as is possible.
Yes, sir.
I hate to say bye-bye, but we shall soon see.
Yeah, see you later. Thank you so much, sir. So we have Totu, we have the African Wahala. So I'll let Totu go first.
Thank you, everybody. I wish most people that wants to come to join us that couldn't be able to make it. The next one we're going to have next year, I think it's going to be in Canada. So everybody is welcome, and all our people at home too, you're welcome to join the platform. So we could just work all this together and try to liberate ourselves and help our people at home that are suffering. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much. And then the African Wahala, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for hosting us in the studio, Maiyegun. It's surreal. I'm gonna be honest, people. It's a surreal feeling being in the studio. So yes, about the union, we actually don't play. It's a very, very serious union. It's not like we're here to party or to have fun. It's not about fun. We are literally deliberating for hours how we can be emancipated from this mess that Nigeria put on us. So I'm very grateful to be a part of the union, and I'm also happy to have been in the studio today, and I'm happy to meet every single person. And thank you very, very much.
Thank you so much. The African Wahala. So there we have it. There you have it, everyone. I know I didn't promise you this, but I'm glad I was able to do this. We have these great men and women in here. So I would have asked our technical engineer to come and say hello, because she also got a job. It's like everybody got a job in between. Just like, just to make sure that everything moves smoothly and all that. So we have Olori, Lababs, put it that way.
Thank you, everyone. We are glad to be at the summit. Hope to see more people next year. God bless you, Lord.
Thank you, ma'am. God bless you. So now we've had a very wonderful time. I'm going to say goodbye and see you later, even though I think I should copy, not say goodbye, but I'll say see you later, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, morning, and thanks so much for tuning in. And then good afternoon. That's us.
Thank you. àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Maiyegun Diary Diary politico. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dódòdó. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sè mọ́bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran.